Hi, my name is Luis Rodriguez from the University of Texas at Arlington. In this video, I will be presenting a science lessons for the first graders. This lesson, the topic of this lesson, observable properties of matter. This lesson is following the following text. Ask questions about organisms, objects, and events observed in the natural world. Matters and energy. The student knows that objects have properties and patterns. The student is expected to classify objects by observable properties such as larger and smaller, heavier and lighter, shape, color, and texture. At the end of this lesson, given a group of objects and using graphic organizers, students will be able to classify them based on their observable properties with at least 90% of accuracy. Hello, this is the engagement section of my lesson plan, and with this activity I will bring my students to the outdoor so they will conduct an outdoor investigation, which will develop abilities to ask questions and seek answers in this activity. Also, this activity will trigger students' curiosity and engagement in the concepts to learn in this lesson plan. First, once I have the kids here in the outdoors, I will give them this worksheet, and which they will have. I will ask them, guess what it is, and I will just tell them descriptive words, and they need to find the answer. Guess what it is? Brown, tall, and rough. So my students need to find the answer for this question. Next, they will go to the next one here. Guess what it is? Square, flat, and hard. Hopefully they can find the answer right here. So with this, I will promote them their abilities to observe and look for questions and look for answers as a way to engage them and the next activity, explore. After being outdoors, the students were working with this organizer and they were completing or answering these questions. Once here in the classroom, we share our findings. So I will encourage my students to share what they were able to observe outside. Okay, so guess what is it? Brown, tall, and rough. Somebody want to share? Josue, what is brown, tall, and rough?
Tree.
Good job, a tree. Next, what is small, green, and soft?
A leaf.
Yeah, it's leaf, right? What is a small, green, and hard?
A rock.
A rock. Okay, so Josue, how were you able to identify those objects?
Because of the way they look like.
Yes, because in the way they look like. You know that all objects are made of matter, and matter have observable properties, such as, look at this piano. In this piano, we can tell that this piano is hard, but it also is soft. We can feel that, we can observe that. So that's how matter have properties. So now we want to have another activity where the students will guessing the objects based on their properties. Okay, in this activity we're going to use school supply objects, and a student had to observe their physical observable properties. And Josue is going to help you with this activity. Alright, Josue, so you can show your school supplies to your classmates. Just show them. and put it in the bag.
Okay, then show it. Okay.
Students supposed to be making observations and think about their properties of the objects. Okay, so now we have all the objects in the bag, and Josue is going to describe the properties of the objects, and the students will guess what type of objects he's describing.
It's rectangular and it's soft.
Okay, it is eraser.
Yes. It's soft and thin.
All right, it's a piece of paper.
It's rectangular and hard.
Rectangular and hard. Rectangular and hard. Was that the USB, the flash drive? Yeah, okay.
It's circle, hard, and smooth.
Circle, hard, and smooth. It's a circular, hard, and smooth. It's a cap?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a plastic cap.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on. Okay. So at this point, the students, they have identified the objects. Now they can classify these objects based on their shape, texture, size. So that will be the next activity, to classify the objects based on their observable properties.